Hello fellow makeup lovers, how are you guys doing today? I want to talk to y'all about all of the makeup brands that I don't own anything from. I feel like that is pretty remarkable because I own a lot of makeup. I talk about makeup all the time. I have tried so much makeup. So I feel like for me to not own a single thing from a brand is interesting. I just went ahead and created a list and I thought we could go through and talk about all of them and what has stopped me from owning anything from them, or maybe I owned something and I decluttered it. I did try to stick to brands that I thought were interesting because there's definitely some out there like Almay, for example, that I don't own anything from, but I think a lot of people don't own anything from them. The very first brand that really stuck out to me is Benefit Cosmetics. I don't think I've ever tried anything from them. I did receive a brow product in PR, like through like a subscription box if I remember correctly, but I think the shade was wrong, so I didn't try it. And I feel like the only time people really hype up Benefit is when they're talking about their brow products. Like I'm thinking about it, I'm like, what other cult favorite products have they had? Maybe the Hoola bronzer. And when they came out with Hoola Light, I remember being like mildly interested, but that was it. I just don't know what's missing exactly. I feel like they have a lot of cute products, they have cute packaging, they have a lot of influencers who talk about them, but for some reason I just feel like Benefit has completely gone under the radar for me. And honestly, even like when I walk in Ulta and I'm just like browsing, like I look at their stand and I'm just like, I feel like it's like same old, same old. I can't remember the last time they released a new product, and I'm sure they have. It just is so insignificant that it hasn't stood out to me. So I will say, if there's any of these brands I'm talking about and you're like, you need to try this product, please feel free to leave your recommendations down below. Like I'm definitely not against trying them. I'm not against ever using them. I just have not had the desire thus far. Another brand that I feel like has gotten a decent amount of hype recently is Chantecaille, and I know I've heard some people saying they have amazing products, amazing packaging, super luxurious. I've watched reviews, I've seen Teresa is Dead recommend them. I know what it is, the price point, it gets me every time. I think maybe it's the fact that you can't see it in store, if I remember correctly. If they have an in-person retailer, please let me know. But I don't know. I feel like it's another one where I've seen people talk about it. I've seen products, I've been interested in them, but I have just yet to be interested enough that I click add to cart or click checkout. Like it just has not gotten that far. The next brand is Gucci Beauty, and I feel like they have not been on my radar. I don't even know like when they started doing beauty products. Like it's probably been happening like since before I was born, but I've just never even noticed until recently. I feel like they came out with like blushes, they came out with bronzers, they came out with the eyeshadow palettes, and the packaging is stunning on all of it. Like if it was just packaging alone, 10 of 10. But I feel like there's just like an overall resounding, like this is not that high quality for the price view when it comes to the reviews that I've watched. So I just haven't purchased anything, even though everything looks so pretty. The next brand I thought about is Haus Labs or Haus Labs. I'm not exactly sure how I'm supposed to pronounce that, but it is Lady Gaga's beauty brand. And I feel like they kind of just slipped under my radar because they started off as like an Amazon brand. Wasn't like super interested in purchasing their products. And I feel like as time goes on, seeing more and more people talk about them. But again, it's another one where like not a single release has really appealed to me. It probably does also have something to do with the fact that like I like Lady Gaga. I think she's done some cool things, but I'm not like a Lady Gaga stan. So that's not influencing my decision at all to buy the products. If I were gonna buy anything, it would be based on just like the product being interesting. That's kind of like with Rem Beauty as well. I only own one product from them, and it's because like I like Ariana, sure, but like I'm not gonna go out and buy stuff because it has her name on it. But the product that I have was something that seemed like a good high quality product that made sense for me. So with Haus Labs, I just feel like nothing has fit that description thus far. So this next brand is probably a little bit more interesting. It has a little bit more tea to it, but it is Merit Beauty. And I feel like I've heard good things. I've seen some of their products that have appealed to me. I've been interested to try them, but I've just received so many emails from them, and I know a ton of other influencers who have as well, asking for basically paid work for 2 lipsticks. I feel like I'm very stubborn, so even though the products appeal to me, I feel like they're being a little bit shady, taking advantage of content creators, so I'm having a hard time getting over that to even try the product, even though they're in Sephora. I've seen really good reviews, like I'm interested, I just want them to stop acting like that. I don't need them to send me anything, I just need them to stop. Next, this is one that like I actually really want to try, but I'm overwhelmed, and I feel like it's an iconic brand. I feel like there's so many products that I hear people rave about, but I've just never tried anything from them. So this is gonna be Lancome. And I know I hear people talk about their foundation, their mascara, some of their lipsticks, and I just have not tried anything. And I feel like sometimes when it's a brand and you're interested, but like their products are a little bit more on the pricey side. Like, I mean, they're not like super high up there, but you know, everything adds up fast. And then like there's so many things to try that like it just gets overwhelming. So this is one specifically where I'm like, if you have a favorite, let me know, because I would really like to try them. And I feel like people always talk about like the Lancome Idol. Oh my God. I really do want to try them. I just feel like I need like a guide. Like maybe I should actually probably look on YouTube and like look for like the best and the worst from Lancome. That would be a really helpful video. The last brand that I don't own anything from is Lawless, and I did own one lipstick from them, but I hated it. I felt like it was such bad quality. I decluttered it. I'm very happy to have it not in my life. So I know that brands have hits and misses, but I guess the fact that the only product I've ever tried from them is a miss, it has stopped me from really wanting to try anything else. And again, I would try something else, but I feel like it would have to really appeal to me to kind of get over that initial speed bump, if you know what I mean. I also was confused because the lipstick I thought was so bad, but there were so many good reviews out there. I was just like, I don't know what's going on. So yeah, no Lawless in my collection currently. All right, y'all, I think that is all the brands I had to mention that I felt like I had something to say about. I'm sure that there's plenty of other brands that I haven't tried yet or that I don't own. These were the brands that specifically came to mind when I thought, that's interesting that I don't own anything from them. So I hope you enjoyed the video. I would love to know if there's any beauty brands that you personally don't own anything from and why. Feel free to have a conversation with me in the comments, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.